Hello beautiful people and welcome back to this beautiful channel. And in this video we would like to compare two heroes in Top War. One of them is POLIK with a level 5 versus REI with a level 7. Now of course we have to put a price tag actually on these exclusive skills. Of course you can grind them, but it doesn't change the fact that a level 5 costs you $180 and a level 7 costs you $1,800. So yeah, there's a difference right there. Now before we jump in, let me explain you why this video is so important. Now both of these heroes are both in game for a while, but doesn't change the fact they are in game, and there are a lot of you guys which actually have both of these heroes at a low star level, and at one point you want to invest in one of these two heroes to bring it at least to 5 stars, and you want to know which one is actually better. And this is why we're actually doing this test. Now it's a bit difficult to find good opponents with kind of the same stats but it is possible. And on top of this, it's also very important actually when I test a hero to actually start testing him from level 5 versus the old superhero level 7 in order to see if this new hero already with a level 5 can actually start to look very promising, or sometimes even better than the old hero level 7. There are not many cases in Top War, but there are a few. Yeah, of course, we have a very nice example here, which we can use for this, and it's from the Warzone SVS, which also means on top the shark toy cannot be used. So let's have a look. So we have a level 7, we have a level 7, we have a level 7 REI versus my level 7 Shinji, and of course this is POLIK level 5. Now, let's have a look at the stats, and of course we're gonna look a bit of on the heavy trooper. Now he has slightly better stats, and now we're gonna look at the army stats. So now you're gonna see right here what you can see. He is slightly better. Of course, he has round about 30% more less incoming damage than me, so he has slightly an advantage here. And of course, we have to mention also the March. And he has round about 12 units more or bigger march size than me. So that being said, let's roll the battle and let's explain exactly what happens, and let's try to make the difference between a POLIK and REI. So let's show the battle animation because this is very important, but we're gonna move this to the right side of the screen because we're gonna use the left side of the screen to actually highlight some other stuff. This hero REI is actually a rage-based hero, which means actually, in other words, she has a guaranteed hit once she actually fills up with 7 rage. Now, yes, if we look at her skill, and especially of the level 7, for every 1 point rage, when she procs her skill, she will gonna hit even harder. Now, from this point of view, there is one hero in this game, literally only one, which can actually push this even higher, and that's REI. But the sad part about REI, if you want to use REI, yeah, you cannot use them both on tanks. That will not going to work because the indestructible buff only applies to the Navy, which means, in other words, you have to take up REI, you have to take up REI and go to Navy. And this is not necessarily the best setup, especially with Lila and Crimson, which both heroes with a level 5 performs absolutely fantastic. So in order to understand this even better, what I suggest is you can watch this video once. You have to hear what I have to say, my opinion about the difference between these two heroes, but then you can actually go back in the video and actually slow down and actually see exactly the hits from POLIK and of course from REI. So this hero being a rage hero means that she has to get 7 rage in order to cast her skill, 100% guaranteed. But that also means that after you cast the skill, you have to wait till the gun from REI is actually loaded again with 7 rage in order to actually hit again. Now we all know how important it is to proc as soon as possible from the first slots in a battle as soon as possible. That is very important, which means, in other words, if you watch this video, she will gonna get a chance. I would allow her to proc only 3 times She would have procced the 4th time if I wouldn't kill the rest of the units. Now, POLIK on the other hand is actually not a universal hero for all the units. It's actually specifically only for tanks, and you see that he's also applying this 38.8 HP shield only for the tanks. But this is a hero which starts to work from the first moment when the combat starts, and that is actually what makes him better than REI. So this video right here, this comparison between POLIK and REI, actually highlights that POLIK already with the level 5, he will outperform REI. Now, of course, it's up to you if you look at the performance of the hero. If you want to say, okay, you know what, I would like to go POLIK level 7. That's really up to you. As you can see right now, I have a POLIK level 5. Sure, this hero is somewhere on this list of very few heroes in Top War, which is actually worth to get level 7. But fact is also, he is really not number 1. For that, we're gonna make another video in which I will actually explain which heroes have the top priority should you choose to say, you know what, I'm gonna go for level 7. But this video, the most important goal is to show how solid and very strong performance already the level 5 skills actually offers you. Let's wrap up this video by also showing the end result. So yes, you see me fighting Mr. Bilbo the Hobbit. And yes, you also see the hero's performance in the background. You saw the stats, you also see that at 12 extra march size, he has more than me. But we also see that REI actually hit only 3 times. Now luck or no luck from which position, I mean, she hit right away from the beginning from the heavy troopers, I remember. She would have hit the 4th time, but I didn't allow it because I killed all their units. So you see there right here that Mr. POLIK actually had way more attacks. Now, of course, his hits are lower per single attack than from REI, but it doesn't change the fact that this hero is so fantastic with the level 5 already, and he starts to work very well. So guys, I hope this video actually helped you to decide if you have unlocked POLIK, if you have an unlocked REI, in order to understand which of these heroes is actually performing better, which of these heroes is actually worth to start investing your resources, meaning first you have to go to 5 stars and then slowly build up the exclusive skill to level 5. Now you saw REI, of course, in this video having a level 7, which, yeah, I don't have to tell you how long it will take you actually to work towards a level 7, and you saw her performance with level 7, and yeah, you can imagine that her performance with a level 5 will gonna be even lower than that. So yes, beautiful people, we do have a winner indeed, even with the level 5, and that is Mr. POLIK for the tanks, which wins over REI with a level 7. I hope this video helped you, and I will see you in the next episode.